What's good, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Zitrus, and today I'm going to be ranking every single Treyarch Zombies perk jingle. I know, very, very original idea. But you know what? Without further ado, let's just get right into it. For the first perk that I want to be ranking, I'm gonna rank Quick Revive.
If you wanna get up, you need a little revive.
Guys, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Quick Revive jingle is not good. No, not that bad. Not that bad. Hold up. Before you get your pitchforks out, I didn't mean to put it in trash. The Quick Revive jingle is not trash. However, it's just really simple. It's really basic. And obviously, this tier list is going to be very subjective because music is like one of the most subjective things to exist on Earth. But I just can't get behind Quick Revive. It's simple, but it's also boring at the same time because of its simplicity. I really don't like Quick Revive. The next perk I'm going to be ranking is the original Juggernog. Ooh, boys. Ooh, Juggernog kinda slaps. It's kind of a slapper. I'm not gonna lie, Juggernog kinda hits. But what tier should it go into? That's the real question. I'm thinking super good. Juggernog is catchy. It's classic. It's not trying to do too much. It just does everything perfectly. However, it does not bang like a banger should. It just goes really hard. So, not quite banger, but probably the top of super good. And the next perk I'm going to cover is the original Speed Cola. Speed Cola is good. That is a good jingle. That one gets you like grooving more than Juggernog, I think, but it doesn't quite sound as pristine as Juggernog. It's not as well put together, in my opinion. I think Speed Cola is in the pretty decent for now, and I'll see about changing these later on the list, but it's really good. It's just that all of these songs are good to a certain degree, and I just don't think it's as good as Juggernog. And rounding out the 4 classic perks, ladies and gentlemen, we have the original Double Tap, or at least the original Double Tap jingle, because I know it says Double Tap 2 on the icon, but they're the same, okay? It's still the original Double Tap. Double Tap is a hard one. Because it's nice. Like, it's nice to listen to, but it's not anything that jumps out at me. And so I think, honestly, I'm going to put it at the bottom of pretty decent for right now. I feel like that's a generally good spot to put it, because it sounds nice. It's just not, it doesn't invoke that power and that energy that Speed Cola and Jug do. Starting to get into the original Black Ops now, and I think I'm going to be starting off with Stamina.
Babe, you know you want me. Let's run the extra mile. I'll open your eyes and I'll make you see. I'll make it worth your while.
Stamina. Oh, dude, Stamina is so good. Is it a banger? I don't know. That's a pretty high honor for a perk jingle, but man, it is good. I think for now, I'll put it at the top of super good. I feel like when I hear a banger, then I'll know, like, oh shit, this is going in the banger tier. Stamina is just phenomenal, but I don't know if it's the absolute cream of the crop. Continuing with Black Ops 1, ladies and gentlemen, we have PhD Flopper.
Slap your body to the floor. Everybody needs some more of your loving, your explosive loving.
PhD also goes absolutely crazy. But is it a banger? I don't know, man. I feel like it's a similar situation with Stamina, where it's really, really good, but is it the absolute cream of the crop, top of the list? I don't know. I think for now, I'm gonna put it at the top of super good. Moving on, the next perk I'm going to be covering is Mule Kick.
He was strong like a mule. He was stubborn like a mule. He even kicked like a mule.
The thing I like about Mule Kick is that it really tells a story. It really brings a narrative to the perk. But the song itself, it's not that great. I mean, I like it. It's a good song, but it's just not anything to write home about. I think for now, I'll put it in between Speed Cola and Double Tap. And now for the very last Black Ops 1 perk, Deadshot Daiquiri.
Yeah, we got the guns and we got the bombs. In Deadshot heaven we are skulls for bombs.
And next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have Vulturade. Vulturade is a weird one. Vulturade is a really weird one. I feel like it fits the perk and the map perfectly, but the actual song is not that good. It brings a really cool, interesting vibe, but it's not something that I would listen to on a regular basis. I feel like just because the vibe is so cool and interesting, I think it'll go at the bottom of pretty decent. It doesn't deserve the meh tier. And next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have Tombstone Soda. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I'm moving it above Double Tap. The emotion that it brings me when I listen to it, even though it's not like a phenomenal song, the vibe that I get is so unique and so interesting. I think for now, it at least deserves to be above Double Tap. But yes, on to Tombstone, on to Tombstone.
But you can have it all, come back and see the master plan with Tombstone. It's Tombstone. It's Tombstone. It's Tombstone.
Even though I'm not like a huge fan of country, and this song isn't like incredible, I still don't think it's meh tier. I don't think it's on the same tier as Quick Revive. Tombstone, I do feel like it should be at the bottom of pretty decent. And with Tombstone out of the way, let's move on to Electric Cherry. Alright, you know what? I'm making a slight adjustment to the tier list. Trash is going to be turned into not very good. Why did I make this change? Because I feel like Electric Cherry fits perfectly down there. Electric Cherry Jingle is not trash. It's a creepy vibe, it's decent, it's pretty okay. But it's short, and there's just not a lot of substance to it, even though I really do like how creepy it is. So I'm just gonna put it in not very good. It's not trash. It's not trash. But it is not very good compared to the rest of these jingles. And coming next up, we have Who's Who.
I was talking to myself just the other day, then the lightning came to me away. I feel bad, but not as bad as me.
Who's Who is a banger. It's a banger. I'm sorry. It is an absolute banger. Not as great as Deadshot Daiquiri, but it is amazing. It slaps so hard. I love the Who's Who theme, but Deadshot Daiquiri is Deadshot Daiquiri, so it's going to go below Deadshot Daiquiri. And next up, I guess we have Widow's Wine.
With Widow's Wine, you're mine.
Ooh, Widow's Wine is really... Widow's Wine is good. Widow's Wine is good. But is it a banger? Yes, it's a banger. It's an absolute banger. And honestly, I think it goes above Who's Who. It has everything you want in a perk jingle. Honestly, it's amazing. It sounds phenomenal. I'm just really biased towards Deadshot Daiquiri, so it's not going above Deadshot Daiquiri, but it is a phenomenal perk jingle. Next up, we have Shadows of Evil Quick Revive.
Everything is dragging you down, grabs you by the hair, pulls you down to the ground now. You need a little revive. Yes, you do.
It's an improvement. It's a definite improvement over the original Quick Revive. It's not amazing, it's not super jammy, but I feel like it's around here, I think is where I would put it. Below Mule Kick, but in the mid-tier of pretty decent. And next up we have Shadows of Evil Juggernog.
Reach for Juggernaut tonight.
It's good. It's really good. Is it better than the original? I don't know. That's super, super difficult. For now, I'm gonna put it below the original, but it is really, really close to surpassing it. Next up, we got Shadows of Evil Speed Cola.
Sir, take a sip, yes? You'll move much faster. Look, glass cow. Speed color's the answer. Hey!
Treyarch did an insanely good job on remaking the original 4 perk Jingles for Shadows of Evil. It captures the vibe of the original really well while bringing something new to the table. That being said, I don't know. Again, I feel like it's just slightly below the original. All right, and next up we have the Shadows of Evil version of Double Tap.
Have no fear for double tap root beer. Get all the damage done. Double tap root beer will double damage fun. Oh yeah.
This is such an insane improvement over the original. I'm not gonna lie. As much as the jingle is classic, it's nostalgic, they really knocked it out of the park with the Shadows of Evil Double Tap. Honestly, I think it's right here. Above the original Juggernog. Doesn't quite surpass Stamina, but man, especially towards the end, it is really, really good. And then next up we have Shadows of Evil Mule Kick.
When you're around Louisiana, Nolans or Texarkana.
I don't like this one very much. I really do not fuck with the new Mule Kick. It's, I think, at the bottom of meh, because it's still music. It's not Electric Cherry where it's just a vibe. It's still a song. I mean, they took a song that was catchy and it told a story and it was pretty good, and they just turned it into some random theme, you know? It feels like it was just really watered down. And for that, I feel like it belongs in the meh tier. Now, interestingly enough, I've actually kind of been out of the loop on Cold War. I didn't know that there were new jingles for Death Perception and Elemental Pop. So, fuck it. All right, I guess let's listen to them.
You bring out the best in me. It's fundamental. I will bring out the best in you. It's elemental.
This one is another weird one because I didn't like the actual song that much, but just, again, it kind of a similar thing with like Vulturate a little bit. The energy and the emotion that it gave me while listening to it was amazing. So I think for now, I'm gonna put it right above Vulturade because it gives me a certain kind of feeling that is really, really nice. Like, it just gives me a feeling that I'm driving down the road in my R32 Skyline GTR. Fucking the sun is setting, the radio is on, but it's an older car, so it's a little bit distorted and the speakers aren't the best, but it is still just a phenomenal feeling. I look out to my right and there's a sparkling ocean and I see dolphins hopping out of the water and everything just feels perfect. So yes, even though I don't like the actual song that much, the feeling it gives me is incredible, so I'm gonna put it right in the middle of pretty decent. Death Perception. Okay, this was a Black Ops 4 perk. I didn't know that this perk got like a standalone perk machine in Cold War. All right, I guess let's hear the jingle.
Death perception. See what you can find. Death perception.
It's okay. It's all right. It's not, I mean, it's not anything incredible. It's not an amazing song, but it's just okay. It's just all right. I think I'm gonna put it right here, above the original Double Tap and above Tombstone. And now, finally, the last one on this list, the Pack-a-Punch Jingle.
Friends, neighbors, ladies, gentlemen, if you're feeling underpowered, I'll help you make amends. Stick your weapon in the slot and let it change your luck. Few things in life are guaranteed, but I promise this won't suck.
This is a hard one, just because I feel like it's somewhere in the mid-tier, right? It's good, it tells a story, it's fairly catchy, but it's not anything that'll blow your mind. And so I think I'm gonna put it below Vulture's Aid and above death perception. And yeah, I guess that'll do it. That is my official Treyarch Zombies Perk Jingle tier list. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking, subscribing, commenting, doing whatever the fuck you want, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.